We have one more season to talk to.
Yes, we do.
About. And
this one, Daphne
The Mystery of Teen Romance. So, want to guess? So, let's guess this one's rating. This one has 523 ratings, which is significantly less than the last seasons. This. All of them were at least above, were all above 1.7 thousand ratings.
Yes.
So, like, at around 520, this is way lower. Like, a lot of people did not come back for
yes.
2. But anyway,
let me guess.
So, the rating.
2.3.
3.3.
Relax.
And
mine was still... It's a competition. It feels like it's not a competition, but it feels like I have to be the best.
So anyway, 3 weeks after thwarting Victoria, a now popular Velma comes across Sheriff Cockburn's corpse, but is barred from solving any more mysteries by an overprotective Dia who has given up writing. I think there was a scene where Velma commented on some people dressing like her, and you actually see a classic version.
Yeah, yes, we did too. Yes,
which I did think was a pretty fun Easter
funny.
egg.
Yes.
On top of this, she is still sorting out her feelings for both Norville and Daphne. The former suffers from guilt-based hallucinations that can only be assuaged by eating, all the while ignoring his parents' suggestions to try marijuana.
Oh wow!
So we have Norville
trying to do marijuana.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say Norville. Overeating, like Shaggy.
Yes.
But avoiding marijuana the way that Shaggy is sometimes. Sometimes, goddamn, what's the word? Interpreted as a stoner.
Yes, munchies.
So anyway, the latter, Daphne, has to contend with both her mothers running for sheriff, while also rooming with Amber, the child of Thorn from the Hex Girls. Meanwhile, Fred blames Norville for her mother's death and is convinced that Victoria was really possessed by Edna Perdue's ghost.
That was so silly.
Deciding to take up Christianity and solve the mystery on his own.
Oh well, yes. With his fan?
Yeah, I did find it...
I don't know, I think like he went backwards.
I mean, I think the funniest part is that... we'll get to it. We'll get to it later. Amidst all the confusion over the murder, everyone ultimately forgives each other, though not without Daphne walking out on Velma when she admits to still liking Norville. Dia regains her will to write after sleeping with Mr. S, Velma's favourite biology teacher, only for the latter to wind up murdered in his home.
Ooh.
Yeah, so,
the man's again killed.
So, season 2, Creaky Friday. I mean, pretty clever pun, all things considered. So, on IMDb, it has 474 ratings. This is, still, man, people did not come back for this.
No.
So, I want to guess its rating.
3.6.
Oh, yeah, 3.4.
3.4.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty. That's pretty impressive, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, you could have gone down, but you went up. So anyway, on Creaky Friday, a day-long event where students are randomly paired up to all of the town's hinges.
Yes.
That
that was the one.
I mean, that sounds so stupid.
It is.
That sounds so stupid. Like, I completely understand why I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
Velma rigs the selection to pair herself up with Fred, whom she believes has evidence pertaining to the disappearance of Mr. S. The two suspect Norville to be responsible for Cogburn's death after tracing a rented ghost costume back to him from a security feed photo.
Yes.
But Norville reveals that he only snuck into the police station to take back his grandmother's journals in hopes of curing his anxiety.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Daphne is paired up with Amber and the quest takes them to the morgue where they find that Cogburns and Mr. S's bodies have had their penises removed. Eventually, Linda admits that she secretly gave Fred access to the security feed.
Ooh.
Because the investigation had no leads.
Yes.
Thanks to an eavesdropper, the sheriff's brother Merle finds out about the involvement of teenagers in the investigation, decides to enter the race against Linda and Donna.
Yes.
That's
another one.
I do not remember any of this.
Yes.
I mean, the only stuff I remember is at the very end, so I think we're both going to get bored pretty soon.
Yes.
But anyway, at least guessing the ratings is fun.
It is fun.
So anyway, when Velma Met Money, 463 ratings. I mean, these ratings, there are so few ratings, it's unbelievable. Okay, so, you want to guess the rating?
I'm 3.1.
3.5.
You okay?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I hope he guesses the next one. She's so close. She's so close to snapping at me.
I know I am.
She's gonna hurt me. She's gonna use my own dildo on me.
Yes, I will. Slap.
I was imagining something else, but
bend down. Bend down and goes up.
We got. Well, let's keep this PG.
Yeah, it is PG.
Even though I think we've been swearing anyway.
Yes, we have.
After Velma catches Dia having sex with William, who's William? Wait, is that
Fred's father?
I think it is. Actually.
It is.
And he's actually voiced by Frank
Fred
Welker.
Yes.
Classic Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be maybe it's a clever way to incorporate Scooby-Doo mythos or gags, but maybe it's also just because Frank Welker is a very prolific voice actor. Anyway, the two make a deal where Dia will call off the relationship if Velma wins the upcoming science fair. She decides to cheat with help from William after spending a weekend at the Joneses and growing to love the rich. Norville manages to rid himself of his hallucinations at the cost of his empathy with help from Lola and decides to use their work as their science project.
Oh, wow.
He asks Velma to send him some tainted urine so he can pass the drug test handled by Lamont, who is judging the fair and is unaware that his son is not consuming weed.
Well, of course.
Okay, I do think that is a pretty funny subversion where, you're supposed to be using drugs, but, you don't like drugs and, you need to ask for tainted weed. Or, tainted urine.
Yes.
So that you can pass your drug test by, because you need drugs in your system.
Yes.
Daphne and Amber do a project on manifestation, but the former is conflicted between deepening her friendship with Amber or risking driving away her popular friends.
Yes.
Fred does his project on how toast is made with help from Dia, whose love and support expose him to emotions his parents never brought out of him.
Yes.
Velma wins the fair but renounces wealth after seeing how much hatred she garners. Velma and Daphne and Amber profess their friendship and Nova confesses to his sobriety. The latter's lack of empathy causes him to talk back to Lamont and land the whole gang in detention.
Yeah.
That was... Jeez. Okay, that sounds funny when I read it, but for some reason I don't remember shit.
Yeah, same.
Which really must...
we should have done a recap.
Which really should, say something about how, not great this show is.
This show is so boring.
Yeah.
Especially the Trace ending.
So anyway, we're up to episode 4, Scion Say, which, as you can tell from this, really kind of leans into being a Breakfast Club parody. There's Daphne there. There's one of the brains of the popular girls. There's Amber. There's Lamont. There's Norville. Gigi, Fred, and I forget what her name is.
Yeah.
Anyway, episode 4, Seance. So there are 438 ratings. It's still so far from the old 1000.
Yes. I guess.
Hold on, let's go backwards for a bit. Okay, episode 3 had 3.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Episode 2 had 3.4 out of 10. And episode 1 had 3.3 out of 10. So what did episode 4 have?
3.3?
3.5.
I'm close. Let's say like.
Yeah, you were. So anyway.
Oh, that one. That's like the Breakfast Club when they did a ritual.
Yeah.
And she faked it. It was no, it was a samurai.
I mean,
the Breakfast Club.
I just said it like a minute ago.
I know.
As the gang arrives for Saturday detention, Daphne shows up, having fully switched to the Wiccan lifestyle, much to Velma's disgust. While Norval notices that his empathy and hallucinations are returning, Amber suspects that he is possessed by Victoria's ghost and decides to set up a seance to exorcise him, with Velma secretly agreeing so she can outrum Amber as a fraud. Meanwhile, Amon and Lamont reminisce about their younger lives as Crystal Cove High students, only to realize that they need to stop living in the past.
Yeah.
I hope I never live in the past. The seance is performed with everyone experiencing a different version as a result.
So
Velma declares Amber a fraud given the physical evidence throughout the library, which only angers Daphne. Velma snaps, ranting about Wiccan beliefs and insulting Daphne for subscribing to them, pushing her away.
Ooh.
That episode sounds like filler.
Yes.
Like if it feels like just reading
like
that, it sounded like nothing happened.
There's like a Breakfast Club. All they did was dance, and the father grabbed the new articles. About the Colonel.
I mean, the Breakfast Club is a good movie.
I know.
Oh god, it just feels so cringe.
I know. It was like hit on my face. Let's do the Breakfast Club.
So anyway, let's we're up to episode 5 now. The burning woman.
Oh no, she's alive.
427 ratings. What would you like to guess the rating?
3.5.
Correct.
Yes.
I love it when you're correct.
I know.
So let's read over this one.
Yes.
When the town's coroners are found dead in the school library, Velma posts that Amber might be the killer on social media.
Oh, that one.
Prompting an angry mob to threaten to lynch her. Jeez, that sounds like...
Yes, they're on the stake.
Sounds like that should be way more memorable.
Yes.
Oh wait, I am remembering images of that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember it because like Velma posted on Snapchat. It's like because Velma posted on social media, everyone went after Amber, and then they got rid of they actually got rid of their mum and the and Velma tied up as well.
So anyway, my phone...
Because I believe what Velma posted up.
So anyway, my phone only has 9% charge left, so let's try.
Don't use my charger cord.
Actually, I'm actually going to try and use this as an excuse to get the.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, where was I? After several failed attempts by Fred and William, who unsuccessfully tries to get engaged to Dia, Velma manages to dispel the mob with another post, apologizing to Amber for jumping to conclusions. Her glasses accidentally light the stake on fire during a celebratory selfie, but the fire is doused when Aman bumps into a fire hydrant, promising to be there for Sophie. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Norville travels to the insane asylum after suspecting that his grandmother is still alive, with Daphne tagging along to avoid talking to Velma. Dr. Perdue reveals that she has been in hiding for 30 years to avoid government detection, but has perfected Project Scooby and allowed people to find their true selves by temporarily removing their brains. How does that work? After revealing offhand that the brains will die if left bodiless for too long, she puts her brain into Daphne's body so she can replace the solution in the popular girl's tanks without drawing any suspicion.
Mm-hmm. But she works for I feel like she's working for the government.
Well, she's actually been in in hiding. So anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty interesting screenshot.
Yes, I love that. So sexy.
Private Velmjamin, whatever.
Never the nice.
Okay, so 425 ratings. I think this is the lowest ratings episode so far. So, would you like to guess the?
It's high or lower?
Not telling.
It's a 3.
Okay, yes, it is. It is in it is in the 3.
Okay, 3.4.
3.6.
Fuck! I was talking about 2.
You know, it's kind of interesting that, you know, the lower the number of ratings get, the higher the score is.
Yes.
I mean, I guess the less people watch this, the better it fares.
Yes.
So anyway, Norville and Dr. Perdue in Daphne's body arrive at Crystal Cove High to tell Velma what is happening, promptly synthesizing a new solution for the popular girl's brain tanks. When the solution boils over, Perdue asks Velma to sneak into a military base to find the main ingredient. She also takes the time to talk to Principal Rogers and has a change of heart regarding her approach to life after learning that her daughter loves but doesn't respect her. Velma is able to enter via a guided tour with Fred tagging along, and sneaks off to find that a hidden lab is up and running with further Project Scooby research, which is quickly hidden before she can report it. Perdue reveals that she never ran out of the ingredient and only tricked Velma into entering the base to see if her research was being continued. Velma manages to create the solution, saving the girls, but Perdue is unable to return to her body due to Daphne's brain being carried off by cockroaches. Fred stands trial for his and Velma's actions, only to be called out by his older love interest, who reveals herself to be the serial killer.
Oh wow.
I don't remember that at all.
Me either.
Episode 7, Female Utopia. 419 ratings. And guess the score.
3.5.
Exactly. Very,
good.
Yeah, very good. Female Utopia. Due to the serial killer being revealed as a woman, Linda and Donna lose their bid for sheriff to Mill, and all of the town's women are confined to the crystal mines for 2 days. I wonder if this is commenting on, sexism or something.
Yes, I feel.
During this time, Velma has to contend with Dia and Sophie's constant bickering. Meanwhile, Daphne takes a trip through her own mind alongside her birth parents to figure out who she is, revealing that she kissed Amber after her fight with Velma. Norville realizes that being around Fred is the cause of his hallucinations after drugging him during a chill cook-off, reveals to him that his grandmother is alive, causing Fred to run off in panic after his theory is proven incorrect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, his theory is incorrect, but he was on the right path because, he was kind of right. His grandmother was, in a way, connected.
Yes.
Or at least connected to the plot and not necessarily connected to...
to anything.
Yeah, not anything directly tied to his own mother.
Yes.
Well... Okay, as Sophie and Dia start to get along, Amanda, with help from Baby Babblebox, pretends to be the serial killer by synthesizing her voice, cluing Velma in that the killer might be disguised. The women combine their insights from recent weeks to deduce that all of the victims knew about Project Scooby and were in talks with the lawyer, revealed to be Aman.
Oh wow.
Aman is questioned as Daphne reconciles with Velma after being returned to her body, although Daphne refuses to disclose what she did.
Oh wow. That was never good.
Maybe my voice is just getting tired, but I feel like...
Don't mean to read it.
I feel like this is just making less and less sense.
Was one into slack?
Anyway, episode 8, A Manhunt. 419 ratings. Guess the rating.
3.4.
3.6.
Almost.
Yep.
I've been cocky. I should have guessed higher, a bit higher.
Okay. During a class field trip to Sacramento, Amon escapes house arrest and stowers away on the bus, ordering Velma to insert a thumb drive in a computer at the Capitol. The files reveal that all of the recent murder victims were working on Project Scooby and that the work environment was uncomfortable. During the journey, Velma reveals that she knew about Daphne and Amber's embrace, though Daphne reveals that there was no kiss, but instead the two cursed Velma to ensure no one could love her.
Oh wow.
Velma deems the gesture romantic and the two reconcile. That sounds like a joke.
Yes.
Norval and Fred start to bond after the former backs the latter in his bid to add the theme park visit back to the field trip schedule.
Yes.
Don reveals that Amon's house arrest was mainly for his own protection, as the super soldier responsible for the uncomfortable work environment is on the loose.
Oh yeah, we also forgot that Velma's mother, later in the early episode, that she got engaged to Fred's mother, Fred.
No, I think now we talked about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mention that they were in a relationship. Maybe they
did. Fred's got proposed to Velma's mother, and
wait, we're up to here now.
Yeah, sorry. Oops. I wish I just remembered.
I think I actually passed this now.
Yeah, we did. Anyways,
we're up to here.
No.
Yeah, my bad. I know Velma's finished on this episode. On the way home, Velma deduces that the soldier, invented by a masked man codenamed Uncle Scooby, might not be human, only for mysterious beasts to topple the bus and kidnap her. In the confusion, it is revealed that Amber is secretly working with Dr. Perdue.
Yes, I knew it.
So up to episode 9, the real villain.
Yes.
And the real villain is Scrappy-Doo.
Oh no, I can't believe that. Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah, we'll get into more details when we get to the next episode, because this is only an end of episode reveal, but we'll leave it on
this.
So anyway, so episode 9, the real villain, 441 ratings. So the ratings went back up, but okay, guess the score.
3.8.
Exactly. Did you? Okay, show me your phone. Did you? Or your laptop? Okay, you're not looking at it. Okay.
No.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's actually pretty.
Because the episode I looked up early, before.
Okay, so episode 9. Velma's kidnapper reveals himself to be the anthropomorphic dog Scrappy, one of Project Scooby's test subjects, who declares innocence and wants revenge on Dawn for shunning him.
Yes.
With help from Daphne and after giving her blessing to recently engaged couples, William and Dia, and Sophie and Amon, Velma is able to grant Scrappy access to Dawn after being let go, only for Scrappy to reveal that he really was the killer. As he is arrested, and he reveals his plan to rejoin Uncle Scooby. Meanwhile, Amber reveals that they were only hired by Dr. Perdue to see whether Victoria really was a ghost, which turns out to be correct. Oh
wow.
So Fred is proven to be a little more correct.
Yes.
I mean, she didn't. I mean,
his
mother didn't possess anyone, but she was a ghost.
Yeah, she was. And about trying to possess Fred.
So anyway, where was I? While helping her relocate, they, Fred and Norville, are confronted by Victoria, who claims she cannot rest in peace until she sees Fred become a man. She attempts to possess his body to accomplish that goal, and is ultimately purified after Fred stands up to her. Dr. Perdue receives the popular girl's dead brains, plotting to insert Scrappy's brain into one of them. Wow, that sounds villainous.
Yes.
So, I think we can take a minute to talk about this show's incarnation of Scrappy.
It was that was more on steroids.
Okay.
On drugs. Than compared to...
Okay, I do like this design. I think,
I
like the voice actor. I think he does a good job. I think he, I think that he's reimagined as a science experiment.
Yes.
and he can talk through like this modified like speaker in his neck.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there's also some meta humor about him being given a catchphrase and like ta da 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 da.
Yes.
I mean, it's cringe, but it's also kind. I mean, I can see that working.
Ugh. He looks like he's on drugs. No offense.
Yeah, I mean,
that metaphor, but I know he's a scientist. But it looks like just looking at me like drugs. Like he's like, about he's angry, he's upset, he want to find Scooby.
Yeah, I think it's. I think this is. I think this. I don't know if this like works
that
completely,
would work.
but it's not bad.
In this like adult setting, it would work. Like it's like more like mystery feeling. This kind of compared to the other ones.
Okay, so we're up to the final episode of season 2, and people can't see, but V is imitating the pose that Scrappy's doing.
Yes.
He also has a scar over his heart, which is
Is it the reference?
Probably just a reference to some kind of surgery that he was given in for the purpose of turning him into like a super soldier.
Yes.
So anyway, to death episode.
That
10.
was that trace is a joke. The ending is a joke. Like
so far, the last episode of Velma before. Like maybe it'll get cancelled. Maybe it'll get cancelled.
I hope it does.
I think it might get renewed though. But I mean, with so few ratings, who knows? So anyway, 479 ratings. Still very few. Guess it's rating overall
3.6.
Yes, I'm guessing you're actually looking at some kind of.
No.
I'm guessing you actually have the IMDb page open.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'll take your word for that. I'll take your word for it. So, knowing Uncle Scooby is watching her every move, Velma and Daphne swap bodies and pose as each other for the remainder of the investigation, getting a feel for how they are perceived by other people. Uncle Scooby sees through this ruse and incapacitates both, threatening to shoot Daphne after they escape. Velma deduces that their true identity is Sophie, who has been an undercover soldier the whole time and concealed her identity so her male supervisors will take her seriously. Oh yeah, Velma. Oh yeah, Sophie. That's
what Sophie was.
Velma's stepmother.
Their mother. Yeah, that's one that Tris and I hated how them.
Yeah, I mean.
It doesn't make sense.
Sophie was already an established character.
Yes.
And, sometimes these kind of twists can work, but it just changes.
It
just changes the character too much. It doesn't work.
Yes, doesn't work.
Nah.
I thought she was a mother. It destroyed me. I'm like, bro. I thought it was the Connor or someone that has to be like not related or someone like a friendship like base. You know what I mean? Like the Connor. I thought he's the one to kill her.
Anyway, meanwhile, Norville and Lola discover that Dr. Purdue has the popular girls' bodies and is planning to implant her brain into one of them to get out of hiding in exchange for doing the same for Scrappy. Having a change of heart, however, she puts the girls' brains back in their bodies. Upon being betrayed, Scrappy crashes the double wedding and fatally wounds Velma, but ends up dying after Velma's ghost possesses his body. Dr. Purdue is unable to restore Velma's body, but Amber reveals they can revive her with magic, applied only on Halloween night, after finding a spell that works.
Yeah, she's a ghost.
So,
that is
so far, that is the last episode of Velma.
It was.
It was. It's very. Okay, some of the ideas do work. The animation is at times well done. And I think all the voice actors are trying their best.
Yes.
And yeah, some things are actually clever. But overall, this show does not work.
No.
It's very mean-spirited, which is not automatically a deal-breaker, but it lacks nuance. It's over-reliant on like very few strands of humor, and very few of them, and that mostly don't work. Some of the reimaginings are clever, but
and
also the plots are the season-long plots are stretched out way too much, especially season 2.
Yeah.
I do not remember most of season 2.
No.
I mean, the most memorable thing is probably Scrappy himself.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
And some people were glad that Velma got killed at the end.
It's hard. Like, she didn't. I thought she should not die. Like, bring back by magic. I thought there's no magic in Mystery Inc. Unless.
I mean, they showed that. I mean, they revealed that there are ghosts that can possess people.
Yes.
So I guess why can't they include like wicked magic?
Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, but even with that bit of charitability, they'll probably screw it up somehow.
Yes, I'll be laughing at it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we'll see what comes. What if anything comes next from this series?
Yes.
So, anyway, that was Velma. I don't give the show a very strong recommendation.
No.
I don't think it's quite 1.6 on IMDb bad.
Just watch it if you're bored, or just like if you're stoned.
I mean,
much I can say.
I don't recommend watching it at all.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Next time. This is BNR Movie Podcast.
Sayonara.
Bananas.